This is Kinloch Castle on the Isle of Rum, built by John Buller, a cotton mill baron from Lancashire in the 1880s, and occupied largely by his son George in the 20 or 30 years thereafter. I'm just going to walk you around it very briefly. On the right here you'll see a colonnade that used to have glass to connect it to the main building, which was a conservatory, but obviously the glass has long since given way. What's intriguing about it is that it's so un-National Trusty. It's basically been left essentially as an Edwardian time capsule. I mean, some of the rooms are fairly well furnished and they have quite a lot of the original ornaments, because the last owner, who was George Buller's widow, didn't take them all with her. And so we had a really interesting tour around the inside on the first day of our visit, and now this is a quick whip around the outside. I'll just take you inside the courtyard, which up until a few years ago was the rum hostel open to all and sundry. It was previously the servants' quarters, but now is, sort of lying idle, waiting for a new purpose, pretty much like the whole building is in truth. A little detail in here you'll like is the sign above that door, the initials GB, standing for George Buller. This is a man who had a huge ego. So sit around this courtyard with the various rooms of the youth hostel, which I won't take you to now. Most of them are locked other than the drying room and one of the other rooms. I'll just complete the walk around for you. You can basically do what you like here. There's no sort of official opening hours in terms of looking around the gardens or the castle. It's now 8:30 at night and I'm just having a good old snoop. And there are also some things in there, some vases which are worth tens of thousands of pounds, but all that's between a thief and the vases are panes of glass and a short stretch of Harris fencing. And then finally I'll just take you out to the front of the house so you can see the lawn as it slopes down to the bay of the loch. And then on the lawn now you can see rum ponies, which are only found on this island. I don't quite know what makes them different to the other ponies, but there we go. Oh, and just there on the left hand side you can see a little tower, and that was a tower which I believe was used by George Buller's wife, Lady Monique, for, I don't know, possibly doing sewing or having deep thoughts or something. You'd have a lot of deep thoughts looking over that view. And then finally I'll just take you up to the door, where we went through for our tour on the first day. You're not going to see much of this time of night, I'm afraid, but there we go. This is how George and his father John would have entered the house all those years ago, with a knock on the door. No one in tonight. This is where it all happens on Rum, the community hall. That's the internet cafe, cunningly disguised as a former church pulpit. That's a sort of, community chill out area with a lazy boy chair. Over here are some displays of bits of old fish. In this corner, obviously the rock and roll corner. That's the cafe by day. And here's this evening's only diner. Care if I join you?